Mike, of course, you're back in league action at home this Saturday against Alfreton. How are the boys looking off the back of last week in terms of fitness and injury wise at the minute?
Really good. Got a couple of lads back, Danny and Luke, back with us in the squad now, so that's a real boost for us. But yeah, apart from that, lads are looking forward to it.
A couple of sort of absentees, I suppose, last week. Obviously, sort of Robert Sinclair missed out, Paul Blackett wasn't in the squad. I don't believe. Are they still sort of touch and go at the minute, or are they looking at potentially being out a little bit longer?
They're on the verge. We'll have to be careful. We want to be careful, obviously. They're two big players, and we don't want them missing more than necessary. So we'll just see how they fare today. Any reaction? Tinks has done some good work, load-wise, twisting and turning. Blackie's just seeing how it settles down. So yeah, we're going to be cautious, but optimistic for the near future.
It's been quite a while, really, since you were at home in the league. I think Boston the last fixture here, but are you just looking forward to getting back in front of the home fans here in league action after a few sort of away games, a couple of cup games as well?
Of course, yeah. Obviously, the last game was an exciting one for everyone, and on the whole, the performance was very good. I think we took a lot of positives from it. Lads have learned and responded really well this week, and we know it's going to be a really difficult test. So, got to make sure that we're all heads on it, and we turn up with that same intensity and desire we had against Ulti.
Yeah, and like you say, obviously reflecting on last Saturday, a bit of a raw one, I imagine, for a lot of the players to kind of take at the time. Was it a bit more productive, I suppose, when, like you say, you kind of sat down as the week began and looked back and looked at where you could kind of improve and set things right in a way?
Yeah, of course. I think it's easy to get overawed by the emotion of how it ended, but you can't allow a very small spell, a lapse in concentration for a small period of time to really eclipse the actual really good work the lads did do. I feel as though our approach to the game and how we conducted ourselves against a very strong Ulti team was credit to the boys. So we take a lot of positives from there and always look to improve the process.
Alfreton coming here on Saturday. The form team in the league at the moment have had a few good results in recent weeks, so it's definitely going to be a tough game this weekend, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. They're very, very efficient at what they do. They look like they've got a strong team, disciplined team, big man up front and willing runners off them with a lot of energy and a lot of goals in the team, to be honest. Like I say, I've watched a few games of them now, and they all know their identity and their blueprint, and they're very good at it.
Does it give you a little bit of a different element, I suppose, to think about when you've got like you say, a team who've got a physical presence up front and can bring players off him and be a bit more direct, perhaps, than other teams who might be, a bit more focused on playing it on the deck?
Yeah, I think every game poses its own puzzle. Obviously, they've got the big man. He's very effective up front. He takes up good positions. He's got a lot of assists, but they've also got willing runners. So they've got a good blend of how they play. But we've got to make sure that we focus on us and how we go about our business. We know the test is going to be what it is, and how we need to deal with the physicality and the long balls and the second balls. We've got to make sure we're compact. Our departments are together, but then we focus on how we move the ball and how we can disrupt them.
And not only Saturday, of course, a big replay in the FA Cup on Tuesday. Obviously, the news coming out today that the second round side at home against Charlton will be televised for whoever does get through. But I mean, does that add any sort of extra pressure or incentive for you, or is it kind of the same as previously? But it's not a televised game, and no matter who the potential second round side would be against.
Yeah, I think it's human nature to get excited by the prospect. It's a huge opportunity to play on against an excellent team. So, like you say, it does add to the game and the occasion. But lads have got to focus on Saturday. We've got a very, very tough game on Saturday, and then ultimately we've got Ulti away, which we obviously know all about, and we've got to go there and make sure we're excellent to stand a chance. So really, I think it will add extra incentive, but for me it's just getting focused for Saturday because that's what matters.